now that I did that really fancy intro, I'm going to spend a minute and a half telling you how YouTube works and how you can find my videos. Or not. We can just work on cars. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to fix this wastegate. So I don't have room in the garage because we're processing tomatoes from the garden, so I'm going to pull this thing off. I'm going to move this wastegate up. So the wastegate is angled down and it kind of clears, but when the wheel's turned and I hit bumps, like if I'm turning right into a driveway, it does hit, the wheel hits the wastegate. So I'm going to cut this thing down here, angle it up, and resituate this because this seems like it shifted a little bit because the turbo is like lower than the other one, and I know that they were correct when I measured it, so I think this one shifted, like this V-band was loose. Sorry about the wind. And I think that's really about it. Just want to get this thing up a little bit. You can see that this coupler's actually kind of kinked a little bit because the turbo and everything shifted. So I think I just forgot to tighten that one completely. It's not leaking or anything, but it did over time rattle and shift a little bit. There's a good example there. It's against the metal. So I know that I didn't build it that way. It shifted. I got to fix that. Well, then we're going to put a boost controller on this thing. So what I want to do is I want to test it on this truck before I try it on the car. So I'm going to try to use the dome map. If you watch Matt Happel's video on sloppy mechanics, I want to use the dome map where basically instead of using a dome sensor, you're using the map sensor signal. Doesn't really need it, but it might be fun to have it and test it on vehicle. So that's what we're going to do. All right, so looks a little bit better. Got this one kind of raised up a little bit more, so it's not too far off anymore. This one was, you can see there's all the clearance now here. It's not hanging down. Did move the wastegate so it's completely up out of the way of the tire. I'm probably not going to run any dump tubes on it. Like, I really just don't care that much. So should be good. One concern now, because I angled the turbo back a little bit, I might have some rubbage there. So yeah, what I do want to do, I will do it eventually, is a full exhaust, 2 mufflers, loud valves, all that junk. But yeah, I better make sure I put this spark plug wire back on. 'Cause I'm like really good at forgetting stuff like that. I've even gone to the track and made a pass with a spark plug wire not connected. So better do that. So we're gonna pack it up for the night. I gotta do a boost controller. I'm debating what I want to do right now. I have a 3-port, so that wouldn't cost me anything. But I have a low spring in it, like 7-pound spring. So I could probably Amazon Prime a 4-port here by tomorrow. And then just not have to change the wastegate springs. I feel like $40 for a 4-port is a lot easier than changing the springs on the wastegates, so I might just do that. And then I have more control over it because it's on like 6 pounds right now, and then I could probably go up to 30. All right, so all done with this. I got the 4-port boost controller in the mail today. I installed that guy there, wired it in. I usually just run one right to the alternator and then one to the output from the ECU. So ran the lines. I did end up getting some 90-degree fittings. So I took all the straight fittings off there, got some 90-degree fittings. I reused the straight fittings on the boost controller and then put the new 90-degree fittings on here just so I could rope the lines where I needed to. Other than that, I did zip tie all of the fittings. So basically on the 4-port, this one comes out from manifold. Top one goes to the top of the gates, bottom one straight across goes to the bottom of the gates, and that's how that works. So I did zip tie all the fittings. Should be good. I'm going to take it out tomorrow after work and we'll go test this thing and try to put it on like 20 pounds. I just got to remember to take the crossover back off the Mustang. I did order some fittings and new line for this for the Mustang, so I got to get the crossover off of this and then put it on there.